So, just finished my last of 4 night shifts. I'm now off for 4. Got a match, a friendly match tonight on the breakwater. So I'm going to go digging at low water today. We're on the ebb by about 2 hours at the minute. I'm just tucked in behind Holyhead Mountain. So I'm going to go down towards North Stack, down Rocky Coast basically. Throw a few lows about. Not expecting that much. I just want to make the most of my 4 off, get a bit of fresh air, and yeah, chance at a pollock. 1 in 1,000 shot at a codling. I know they are here. I'm told they're here. I've never seen one come off here myself. They're as elusive as ever. But a few nice pollock have come out around the coast of Anglesey in the last few days. I've had a couple of pollock on half mackerel, full joeys, fishing for congers. So it's that time of year they are in. They're in anyway. Sorry, I'm not tired. I can't even think what I'm saying. But yeah, just making a bit of dinner. Some leftover stew. That's going to get scoffed. And I'll have a walk down. Parked up right near the top of the path now, so it's about a 10-minute walk down. Just travelling light, 1 low rod, 1 rucksack, full of laws. Got all kinds in there, sidewinders, casting jigs, bit of everything. And a fish literally is a bonus today. So, see you when we're down there. Right, so I'm down on the rock. I'm not going to rock hop. It's to my left, so more towards South Stack, North Stack, whatever it is. Underneath the mountain, the swell's horrendous. It's not too bad here. It looks worse than it probably is. I've just stood here for a couple of minutes watching it, making sure it wasn't going to come to where I am. The ferries have already been passed, so I'm not getting the swell from that. Really simply, I've got a casting jig on to start with, and a 30 to 70 gram lure rod, loaded with Daiwa J-braid, 3000 size reel, and yeah, just try and get a few pollock, or a pollock, a fish, anything will do me now. The rocks are still slipping. Lovely to get a pollock first cast. So we'll let it hit the bottom and bounce it back. Right, that's on the bottom. That is a fish. This is a fish. Yeah, fish on. It's not a big one, but it's a fish. It just pops off the hook. He actually landed in a rock pool, so it's not done any damage. There's the first little pollock. About £0.5 pound. I'm happy with that. Like I said, any fish should have done me. Fucking hell, just got some seawater in my mouth. So yeah, I'm gonna pop him back, hopefully get a bigger one. He's gone back perfectly. You probably can't even hear what I'm saying. But yeah. I know this spot pretty well. I've been here a few times over the last decade. Never had any massive pollock from it. I will put a snippet, a screenshot now of Navionics. Navionics shows a small rock about 50 yards by 50 yards, and that's where the pollock seems to be holding. In front of me is sand, but casting onto the rock, letting the lure work its way down and just fluttering it back. Hopefully we'll get some at a couple of pounds, that'd be nice. That's the rock that I've caught there. Oops, so. That's a fish. That's another fish. I think this one's actually smaller than the other one. A perfectly formed pollock. Perfection in miniature. Bit smaller than the last one, but it's a pollock, it's a fish. Get him back. So the jig I'm using, it's a Tronics Pro. I don't know what type it is. I know I bought it, it's a Tronics Pro one. 20 gram, maybe, 15, 20 gram. Maybe a bit more. I might go a little bit heavier in a minute, just because that swell is picking up, but while the fish are taking that one, I'll probably stick on it for now. Just about getting away with it. got one that's even heavier. Don't think it's actually a casting jig, it's more for the boat. But I'll give it a shot. Got some weight to that, I should be able to punch that out. Flies! Still going, I'm nearly empty my spool. Down to the bottom of my braid there, that's like a dart, that thing. Given I didn't have a lot of braid on there, but yeah, fish on. Just jigging that really quickly then. Tried some really fast jigs then, just coming through the kelp, and it's paid off. There we go. What a beautiful fish, that is pristine that. I'll get the lure out and I'll give you a show. Come on, Pop, there we go. He is stunning. If you can, the camera makes out, it's got like a almost blue tinge to the edge of his fins. That is gorgeous, that. As far as Pollack go, he's pretty cool. Let's try and get the light. There we go. Spot on. Come on. Oh, I don't know if I got that actually. No, I think I lost that one. I mean, fair play, it's not even parted at the leader. I'm quite impressed with that. So what I've got on, I've got £20, you won't be able to see it in the camera, I don't know what I'm showing you. £20 fluoro, and I think it's £18 braid. Something like that. So what I'll do, I'll tie a new clip onto this, get a new lure on. Like I say, probably going to give it another half an hour, 20 minutes, and then go and do a bit of mini species fishing, I think, and then got a little friendly match on the breakwater tonight. Everyone's chucking a few quid in, and biggest fish takes the pot. I think we're chucking a £5 in, a few coming down. I think Winnie's coming. It was meant to be Winnie's match, but there's a 2-dayer on down the coast. I don't know which one it is. So I think most of the lads that would have come to that are probably at that one. So instead of cancelling, we're should have a meet up. We've got the keys for the breakwater by prior request, which we're very lucky to have done. So yeah, we're gonna have a few hours down there later on. Nothing serious. See who turns up. To be honest, losing lures is part and parcel of this type of fishing. It's to be expected. If you're not losing lures, you're probably not fishing right. The Pollack are down where the kelp is, where the rocks are. There we go. Can't be asked to get my scissors out. Yeah, so if you're not getting snags, losing lures, then you're probably not fishing where the Pollack are. I'm going to stick that 20 gram Tronics Pro casting jig back on. I know it works, I've had a few fish on it. It's getting a bit battered now where I've pulled it back over the rocks and whatnot. But it'll catch the Pollack. They're not arsed. They see something moving, and if they're stupid enough to think that's a living creature, then they're not going to be asked about a few dents in it, are they? So yeah, we have a few more casts. But yeah, I'm actually happy. I mean, they're only small Pollack, but I got what I set out to. I caught what I set out to get. So shortly after this last bit of footage, I very stupidly slipped into a rock pool, not the one that's behind me in the shot there, one a bit lower down, and the water came straight over both of my wellies, and my feet were soaking and cold. So the next bit of footage you see is me on the way to the dock to get my feet dry, make a brew, do a bit of underwater footage. Right, so got some clean dry socks on. Luckily I keep about 40 pairs in the van, so my feet are warming back up a bit now. Just chucked the underwater camera out just for a mess about. I have put a video on already in the past of how how I made it. It's an absolute diabolical attempt at it, but it worked. I got some nice footage. So have a look back at my videos, but that's down there now anyway. Might be able to get something on there. I might even drop a little rig next to it later and see if I can get a take on film. That'd be quite cool. But yeah, I'll have a few casts, see if there's any herring about, see if there's any mackerel about. If not, I'll get the species rigs on and see what we can do. So I'll be honest, out of about 2 hours worth of combined underwater footage, I've got about 2 minutes of relatively interesting bits. Firstly being this lobster and velvet swimming crab having a bit of a tussle over who owns that bit of mackerel. I thought the lobster would win this, but it didn't. The crab won, and in the end the lobster scuttled off. Gutted that there's a can in the background of this. That's the only thing that's ruined it for me, really. Really no need for that. But hey ho, it's Doc Bark. The two spotted gobies there, you can see I did have a try for them and failed. I did get a tiny little rattling bite on miniature size 22 hooks. It turned out to be a long spined sea scorpion, the smallest one I've ever seen, but I'll pop a picture in of it now. It's quite interesting. But anyway, it's a bit of footage. I enjoy going through it anyway. It's always the anticipation, seeing what you might get. But thanks for watching. It's been a bit of a quiet video. It is February, the fishing's poor, and I'll be back soon. I'm not sure where I am next, but yeah, I'm sure you'll see. Please do give us a like and a subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. It does help. Thank you.